Hello, everybody. I'm here to talk about something a little bit more deep than my usual standard fare. Now, I want you all to know this. I Because I'm about to talk about Toon Critic, and yeah, even though I didn't know him, I was a fan of him at one point. And it was devastating to hear that he actually is a pedophile. Like, dude, I didn't even know what to do or say. Like, I was thinking of doing a video, but I had a video that was straight up raw emotion. And that shit was like, I just didn't want to do it because I was angry, I was confused, I was upset. But listen, I heard that some people that were Toon's friends, they didn't know about the pedophile stuff, but they didn't know about the other stuff that he did. Some did, I think. And you know, personally, guys, I'm the kind of person that would basically do something about it. I mean, y'all may think it's drama, but I'd fucking do something about it. Because like I keep hearing all these stories of Toon like manipulating people and fucking with them, and I swear, if that wouldn't be me, Toon get his ass kicked. I don't care how big of a fandom we got. They all gonna take his ass whooping along with them. That's the truth. See, y'all need to see. Sometimes I feel like some fandoms need a fucking Bugsy like me, or someone just like me that can just stand up for people. Even though I'm not really a part of and I'm not really a brony analyst by any stretch of the imagination. I tried once. Oh boy, how did I try? But you know what? I'm cool with just being kind of a. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm kind of cool that I'm a wayward vagabond of the fandom. But I kind of like being a wayward vagabond of all fandoms and kind of the dude on the outside you know you know I do care about the brony analysts. Because this shit must have been the most hardest thing in the world. I ain't even gonna lie. This must have been the most devastating shit you guys could ever possibly hear. But honestly, I heard like a lot of different things. I heard that some people knew about Toon like being the most manipulative motherfucker and them not choosing to act. And for those people, Toon was fucking with people. What is wrong? If Toon was like fucking with people and y'all knew about that, not with the whole like underage chick, but when he was like fucking with other like analysts and shit and using like his fucking influence to kind of get you all to hushity hush. For some of you, and I'm not gonna name names, y'all should have done something about it. I would have. I would have exposed Toon then and there, and I would have been like, I would have exposed Toon and just been done with it, man. Because honestly, people like people like Toon, people like Toon need to be put down, need to be slapped down to earth. You may think you're famous, you may think you're above everything, but you're not. You're not. You're you know, that's the thing. That's the thing about certain YouTubers. We all some people let fame go to their heads and they always think that they can get away with everything. And I think that's what Toon had in mind. He thought he could get away with this. And when all of you actually found out, dude was stuck. Dude didn't know what he could do. But that's the thing, guys. I'm like trying to say, if anything else is happening in the Brony analyst community, everybody, I don't care how scared you are, speak up. I mean, I know if it doesn't affect you personally, but it should affect the community, and the community is something that you guys should be kind of passionate about. Speak up. Like if a if an analyst is treating someone like shit, you guys need to talk and speak up and talk to people. None of you should try to keep this hidden. I mean, I keep hearing stories and shit, and I'm like, why did you guys let this go on for so long? I wouldn't. Again, Toon would get his ass kicked by me, straight up. Like seriously, his ass would have been kicked. I would have probably went to jail. That's how bad it would have gotten. But you guys are you're worried about the media getting a hold of this? No, guys, you should be worried about your own we should be worried about our own community. Like, you know, what else is going on, what other things are going on that we don't know about, or, I'm just saying, I'm, you know, I was always raised with the notion to help people whenever I can. My dad taught me that. My grandma taught me that. And trust me. Trust me when I say I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm not trying to make you guys feel worse than you already do. But I am saying this. When shit like this happens, like I said, not even the molesting stuff that we found out later. But if Toon is really fucking with people, and some of you analysts were so silent about the people he was fucking with, y'all should have said something. Y'all should have totally said something and tell Toon to straighten up his act, or at least disassociate him with them then. So that way, it pretty much shows him that, he fucked up. But y'all let Toon have his way. Y'all let Toon manipulate these people. Y'all let Toon make these people feel like they were less than people. And I'm not trying to point fingers, but I am trying to say, if this shit happens again to another analyst, y'all need to be on it. Y'all need to be like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? Okay, if he's gonna be an ass about this, we're not gonna talk to him, or whatever you guys need to do. I was a guy who truly looked up to Toon a little bit, and it was actually, I thought he was actually pretty cool, and his gimmick he had was pretty cool too. But Toon did something unforgivable, and I'm never gonna and even if we were friends, I would never forgive that motherfucker because trying to molest a little kid is unforgivable. Doing these sexual role plays with an underage minor is unforgivable. You can't be doing that shit. And I hope and even though I make jokes about Toon going to jail and meeting the health inspector, if you watch Boondocks, you'll understand that reference. It still kind of pains me that even before the molestance thing happened, he still did other things that hurt a lot of people. And some of you were just silent about it. Y'all were silent. And that's worse. Because these people were dealing with a lot of shit. None of you, some of you that did know, didn't do shit. And the other analysts that do know are just trying to help everybody who kind of spoke up about it. I heard, and I can't really confirm this, but I heard Josh Scorcher knew some things what Tim was doing about like the harassment he was giving people, and he didn't want to be involved. And I don't really know what to think about that, really. if that is really true. Because honestly, if it is, I'm done with y'all Scorcher, man. Y'all, like I said, y'all are a community, and in a sense, you guys are like family. And when shit goes down, y'all need to be united. Like y'all should have been united before you found out the toon was a pedophile. Y'all should have been united then, instead of literally just not saying anything about it. That's what you guys should have done. But we're here now. Y'all gotta move on. Some of you can forgive toon, but I will never forgive toon. You know, people like toon don't even need forgiveness. They're just they're the kind of people that will basically manipulate, fuck with, do whatever. Because something is not right with them mentally. Or they feel like they need to do this because they're famous. That's what the Jake Paul brother that's what the Paul brothers do, man. They think they can get away with anything because they're so fucking famous. You know? And I wanna tell you guys, if I ever do become famous, I'm gonna show you guys how it's done. I'm gonna show everybody that you don't have to be a dick. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to abuse people. You don't have to fucking mentally manipulate people. You don't have to do any of that to be famous. Like some of you need to follow Mark's example. Like the dude does videos. He fucking donates to charity every chance he gets, and he thanks everybody for what he's accomplished. You know? But all these people want to be the next Toon Critic or the next Logan Paul. I roll my eyes. You know? Now, folks, I'm here to tell you one thing. Just because you think you're famous doesn't mean you can get away with anything. And even if you think that you can, you're still gonna pay for it down the line. No matter what you say or do. And the people who remained quiet about Toon's other actions before what we actually found out. I'm not saying I'm disappointed or I'm mad. But what I am saying is that if you guys would have just said something, maybe this would have been prevented. Maybe, maybe you all would have just wrote this off as drama. But in any case, what happened happened. What's done is done. We can't hem and haw about the what ifs and what could have beens and if onlys. All we can do is just move forward, and some hopefully someone out there will take what I have to say to heart and just listen. And if some of you hate the fact that I was saying that, some of you, I don't think anybody was in on the whole toon with this whole underage thing. But I heard that some people did know about his fucking manipulation, and no one tried that. No one tried to stop this man. And to me, that's worse. You know? See, I got friends that if I ever went too far, they would stop me. I always tell that to them. I always tell that to my best friends. If I ever overstep any kind of boundary, stop me. You know? Heck, I had a friend who another YouTuber freaking manipulated, and you know, yeah, by the name of Gexup, and you know, Gexup like manipulated this one dude, and he's really like Gexup did a number on this man. I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah, I'm just the guy kind of being his friend and helping him out because he deserves a little bit. He deserves actual friendship and understanding. You know, I wish I was there. I wish I was there the night that my friend was dealing with Gex up because I would have told Gex up off straight up. I'd have been like, I'd have told Gex up to get off his high horse and blah 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 blah. But you know, if you guys seen my videos on Gex up, you pretty much know what I'd say. But the thing is, I wish I was there to help Radiani. Y'all could have been there to help these people that who who Toon hurt. Y'all could have helped them. Y'all could have helped them earlier than you did. But I guess that's just me kind of lamenting that I wish more people could actually just help these people instead of just, since this dude's famous and since he's your friend, y'all decided not to do anything, and since it really didn't have anything to do with you personally, you said, "Oh, I'm not gonna do anything about this." I know drama happens, kids, and I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that not you should jump into every situation. But what was going on with Toon and these other people was kind of a special thing. Y'all should have jumped in. Y'all value friendship, but it feels like some of you just didn't care. Well, that's what it seems like to me. But see you guys later. I'm Bugsy. Oh yeah, I'm doing another lesson video. Mostly about just another thing about writing. So if you guys want to go and watch that next, it should be out in like an hour from now. But I just felt like I needed to talk about that. And Toon, if you're watching this, you are the biggest motherfucking piece of scum on this earth. And man, I don't like Donald Trump, but even Donald Trump is like, man, what the fuck was all that shit? So Toon, fuck you. Fuck you. Hope you're getting fucked in prison. See you later. And I hope you're in. I hope. And I hope you. I hope the health inspector. I hope the health inspector comes. I hope the health inspector visits you. If you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, guys, I'm Bugsy. I'm signing off. And Brony and all the other Brony analysts, I'm not trying to point fingers. I'm not trying to get it. I'm not trying to call anybody out of their names. I'm just saying for the ones that didn't know about Toon's other activities, y'all didn't do anything, and y'all gotta live with that shit as well as the other shit. And that's more punishment than I could ever possibly tell you, or that's more punishment than I could ever possibly say or do to any of you. But hey, and for all the people that are saying, "Oh, everybody knew about Toons," and can say, "Oh, we're just quiet," y'all motherfuckers are just trying to dig. Y'all are just trying to rub it in y'all are just trying to rub it in for the people who didn't know about Toons like real activities. You guys are just making it sound like we all they just know they're a secret, like they're like the pony Illuminati and shit. That's for all of you motherfuckers who think it's an inside job. Stop, please stop. These people are dealing with enough, and you have to make it worse. I hope that makes you happy. I hope that makes you happy to accuse these people of knowing this shit beforehand. I hope it makes you fucking happy. I hope you can sleep at night. Personally, I think that's wrong and dirty, but I'm not a brony analyst now, am I? Well, this wayward vagabond of many, many fandoms has to go now. I'll see you guys later.